Hi and welcome to Omni Edition Express. I'm Dan York. Today we want to take the opportunity to get some information out to the residents as some of the goings on in Garden City and some of the programs going on in Garden City. Obviously, with the COVID-19 scare still in full effect, there's been a lot of changes as what the city can do and what programs can run and can't run. We want to try to bring you up to date on that and some other things going on in our community. First off, talking about COVID, the numbers for Garden City as of February 7th, Garden City has had 1,164 cases of COVID. That is 4% of the population of Garden City, and that has resulted in 32 deaths. Now, Garden City Hospital will continue to run their drive-through nasal swab testing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. and drive-through means you stay in your car. Now, the testing is free for all Wayne County residents, but you do need your ID or driver's license and your insurance card if you have one. Garden City Hospital is administering the COVID vaccine, but you must sign up on the hospital's website at www.gch.org. That's www.gch.org. And for the past several weeks, there have been no appointments available at Garden City Hospital, but they continue to be one of the sites in Wayne County that is distributing the vaccine for COVID-19. Now, many folks are not comfortable with coming into City Hall. Many folks still quarantining themselves. We remind you that City Hall is open during its normal business hours, but a lot of the services that the city provides for residents can be handled online. So make sure you go to our website, first of all, at gardencitymi.org. That's gardencitymi.org. There you can handle some of the building department applications as well as business license applications can be found on there. You can fill out reports for non-emergency police situations. Low priority situations without evidence or a suspect. The police department also offers online citizen police reporting, and we remind you that the purple drop box is available on the north end of City Hall for you to drop off ballots when we're having elections. If you want to drop off an absentee ballot, to be able to drop off your taxes, be able to drop off water bills, all kinds of different things that you can drop off in that purple box. But we also remind you, you can go to the city website to pay your water bill and to pay your taxes, but there is a service fee involved with that. So you do need to know that there is a service fee involved with that. But again, go to the City of Garden City website at gardencitymi.org. That's gardencitymi.org for more information. Now, the 21st District Court, which is here in Garden City, remains closed. This is through order from the Michigan State Supreme Court. All district courts in the state of Michigan remain closed, at least until Monday, March 1st, 2021. Now, the court is holding hearings by Zoom unless otherwise arranged. Payments can still be made to the court during this time with these following options. You can call the court directly at 734-793-1680. That's 734-793-1680. Payments must be made by credit card or debit card if you call over the phone. Online payments can be made by visiting www.govpaynow.com. That's govpaynow.com. Or you can call that organization at 1-888-604-7888, 888-604-7888. And when prompted for the pay location, enter the code 3001-3001. Of course, you can mail a check or a money order payable to the 21st District Court located here at City Hall, 6000 Middlebelt Road, Garden City. And again, reference your case number on that check or money order. You can also place your payments in that purple drop box on the north side of City Hall. And again, reference your case number on that money order or on the payment envelope. The city cannot take payments for the 21st District Court. I know this may sound illogical to folks, nor can they answer any questions related to the court. Although the 21st District Court and the City of Garden City are in the same building, they are two entirely different entities. The employees of the court are in the court area. The employees of the city that are available to the public have no knowledge of any court business, so they cannot take your payments, they cannot answer your questions. So follow the directions that we just gave here, and of course you can go to the city's website and get to the 21st District Court web page for all of that information. But again, the city employees have no connection to the court, can't take your payment for the court, can't answer any questions regarding the court. City council meetings continue in a variety of forms. Coming up, there will be a budget workshop that will be an in-person budget workshop, and I'll explain this further in just a minute. This will be at the Garden City Police Department Community Room. It's a 6 p.m. meeting. Again, that is an in-person meeting, the first of the budget meetings that the City Council will hold. Masks are required for that. The next regular meeting for the Garden City City Council will be on February 22nd, Monday at 7 o'clock. That reverts back to a Zoom meeting, and the reason for that is there was a public hearing that's being held on that night. The posting for the public hearing had to be held at a certain time, and at that point, we were still doing Zoom meetings. This probably will be the final Zoom meeting for the city in the foreseeable future. So that's February 22nd at 7 o'clock. Again, if you'd like to comment on the meeting, you can visit the city's website at gardencitymi.org/Zoom for instructions. You can comment by telephone by calling 1-312-626-6799 and using the code, I'm sure you're all writing this down, 829-5910-1495, 829-590-1495. That is for the Zoom meeting, and that is only if you want to comment. Only if you want to comment. We still have live coverage of the city council meetings the same way we always have, live on GCTV, which is 12 on Comcast, 18 on WOW, 99 on UVerse. You can watch the meetings live on Facebook at City of Garden City, Michigan, as well as watch it on the city's YouTube channel, also live, GCTV HD. That is GCTV HD, and we understand how inconvenient it is to try to make comments on the Zoom council meetings. Folks, just so you understand, when you're watching it on Facebook and you make a comment on Facebook, that is not a comment that the City Council is reading or acknowledging. The only way you can legally make a comment on these meetings is through the Zoom meetings. These are the parameters that were set up by the state. And obviously there's so many different social media ways that people could comment that there's no way in real time for us to sort through those for a City Council meeting. So again, go to gardencitymi.org/Zoom for more information. But again, we hope February 22nd is the last of those Zoom meetings. Now, the City of Garden City is conducting water meter reader replacements and maintenance. So it's water meter reader replacements and maintenance throughout the community. These are almost always on the outside of your home and almost always in the front yard of your home. So the city employees do not need to enter your backyard. They don't need to come into your home to do this, but you may see a city employee that comes up to the side of your house or the front of your house, and you may see them testing or doing some work. That has to do with this meter reader, not your water meter, but the reader. This is the device that's on your home that allows the meter readers, the people, you ready? I hope you're following this, allows them to check your meter reading from a van or from the sidewalk and not have to come in your home like we had to in the old days. With some of the restrictions lifted by the governor and the state health department, the Parks and Recreation Department has begun to operate again and begun to offer some programs. They have a variety of new programs that they are offering. So go to the city's website, gardencitymi.org/parks, gardencitymi.org/parks for more information. But they're offering pickleball during the day in case you don't know what that is. It's sort of paddleball on a tennis court. That's inside in the gym. That's for grown-ups. That's very popular around the country, especially with the 40 and 50 and over crowd. We had an opportunity to check some of that out the other day at Maplewood Center. We think that's really going to be popular, and eventually I think they'll have some outside pickleball also. But check that out. They have kids dodgeball going on during the evening at the gym at the Maplewood Community Center, along with other evening programs and other daytime programs. So again, check out the website for that. Also, the ice arena is back open. It's sticks and pucks and open skating as well as contracted ice. Visit the website for the ice arena, gcicearena.com, gcicearena.com, and of course all of these websites are available from the city website, but they have a Valentine Sweetheart Skate coming up where sweethearts, families, and friends can skate under the Valentine's themed lighting and music. There is limited capacity for that. There's limited capacity for most of the programs that they are offering at the ice arena and at the community center. Call 734-793-1882 to sign up. That's 734-793-1882 to sign up. There is a skate rental fee for that if you don't have your own skates, and it is $8 to participate in that. But that is one of many programs that is going on at the ice arena and many programs that will be going on in the near future. Sign-ups are going on right now for softball. Sign-ups are going on right now for spring kickball, which is a nice new thing that the Parks and Recreation Department is offering. It was pretty popular last summer. They had a little trouble rolling it out, obviously, with COVID, but they intend to roll out a full program for 2021. Over this past weekend, the Parks and Recreation Department put on their first ever kickball snowball tournament, and that was primarily on Diamond 1. That happened on Saturday, February 6th. Temperatures were in the teens, and there was a fresh layer of snow on the diamond, but the kickball players braved the elements, had a great time, and the Parks and Recreation Department hopes to also make that a regular program and a regular event in the community. I guess Livonia had one a couple of weeks ago that was very popular, and they were it was very competitive. I couldn't believe how many balls were actually caught after they were kicked in the air. It was a co-ed team. Both teams were co-ed, or all the teams were co-ed there over the weekend, and they had a really, really good time. So you might want to put a kickball team together for yourself. Coming up in the spring, contact the Parks and Recreation Department for that. Also, GCYAA has signups, and those are online for 2021. As for baseball, softball, and t-ball, go to GCYAA.com. That's GCYAA.com. There is a charge to play that varies by the age and the program that your child is in, but the convenience fees of doing it online will be waived until February 28th. Normally they have in-person signups, but because of the COVID scare and the inability to guarantee a facility that they can have it in, they'll be doing all of their online, all the registrations online. And again, that fee is waived until February 28th, but there's still the fee to play. There will not be an opening day this year for the GCYA because of COVID, but the Kerwin Classic will be played again April 23rd through the 25th at both City Park and at Moeller Field. Also, the Garden City Soccer Club has registrations for their spring season. Go to GardenCitySoccer.com. That's GardenCitySoccer.com and register your child for spring soccer. Garden City senior football player Hunter Ullman, who is the son of Brad Ullman, the Department of Public Works Director here in Garden City, just this last week signed a letter of intent to play with Wayne State University. They did an unusual ceremony on the football field at Garden City High School because Hunter wanted his friends and extended family to be there, and if they had done the signing inside the high school like they normally do these, that wouldn't have been able to happen. So along with his mom and dad and grandparents and aunts and uncles and teammates and just friends throughout the community, he signed his letter of intent to play for Wayne State University. This past season, Hunter, who was a center on the Garden City football team, was recognized by the Michigan High School Football Coaches Association as an All-State player, and he was an All-State honorable mention for the Detroit News and the Detroit Free Press, so a well-deserved honor for Hunter Ullman, and congratulations on your career coming up as a Wayne State Warrior. Finally, I want to give out thanks to a couple of different businesses here in Garden City. As you know, if you've watched anything we do, especially if you watch sports, in corporate graphics and sports venue here in Garden City have always provided in-kind services to us here at GCTV. And that primarily means that sports venue provides food to the volunteers, the interns, the part-timers, even us here at GCTV for the shoots that we do, the evening things we have like high school sports or council meetings or any other meetings or any kind of evening event that we do. And in corporate graphics, run by Jim Neve, his dad had Stadium Sports here in Garden City. The grandpa, Jim's grandpa, was the supervisor for the Department of Public Service back in the 60s and 70s. Jim provides apparel to the volunteers, the interns, everybody here at GCTV. So we want to thank Jim so much for continuing to do that during the pandemic. Even though his business was down, even though that he's had trouble, keeping the doors open, just like everybody else has, Jim continued to honor his agreement with us and continues to provide apparel to the volunteers and the interns here at GCTV, and we can't thank him enough for that. That brings me to Lori, Matt, Kelly, Sarah, everybody at Sports Venue. Again, they have continued, even though they were shut down by the state for so long and people were not allowed to go in and use their facilities inside and able to eat inside. Their carry-out business obviously was nowhere near what their business normally is, and they continued to honor their agreement with us and continued to provide food for the interns here. So something very special has happened this week. There is the Barstool Sports Fund. And if you don't know what Barstool Sports is, it's an interesting website, Twitter feed. Dave Portnoy, who is the owner of Barstool Sports, or the CEO, I'm not exactly sure what the exact title is. He has been going around the country, and they have set up this fund for primarily restaurants and bars that have been so negatively affected by COVID, that have had their business restricted, or just unable to make any money. So Portnoy, Lori and the folks at Sports Venue had made an application to the Barstool Fund. Dave Portnoy himself contacted Lori this week. She is the owner of Sports Venue, and they have been told that they will be granted money from the Barstool Fund. They don't know exactly how much or when it will start or how it will work. But the Barstool Fund, to this point, has raised over $35 million to help support small businesses in the United States. And so far, they have made contributions to over 240 businesses. So follow this story. Check out Sports Venue on their Facebook page to find out more about it. But congratulations to Sports Venue. It's money they will use to try to make up the money that their employees have lost over the last almost an entire year now. And it's money that will be put to good use. And, without even calling out Sports Venue and in corporate graphics specifically, folks, shop local. Please try to keep your money in Garden City as much as you can. I know there's a lot of people that don't really go out to eat very much, but get carry out from these people. Make sure you help them to keep their doors open during one of the darkest time in this country's history. Please help support these businesses. They have supported this community for so long and put so much money back into this community. Your neighbors work there, your friends work there. Please find ways to support these businesses that are here in Garden City. Real quick, we'll wrap this thing up. Don't forget, high school sports have been allowed to resume, but they are still not allowing the general public to go and see them. Garden City High School basketball begins this week. Girls and boys, they're going to allow their parents to attend the games, but no general public. We will have some of these games right here on GCTV. Look for those, and we will carry them live. We're not sure what the schedule is exactly yet, but we intend to carry some of these live. And also, don't forget, all of this stuff that I went through, most of it you can find on the city's website, gardencitymi.org. That's GardenCityMI.org. And of course, follow us on Facebook at the City of Garden City, Michigan. Follow us on Twitter. Our YouTube channel is GCTV HD. So follow us anywhere you can on social media, and you'll get most of this information. And we'll try to do this on a little more regular basis, and we'll also try to get back to doing more interviews with people within the community, which is what we do best. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, everybody. Good night.